Happy Sunday evening, everybody, and welcome to Turn 1. I'm Sean Fitz. Glad you're with us. We're going racing and a little super speedway action here at Echo Park, Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's the Gelu-KC Limited Series. The Gelu-KC Select Limited Series here on Turn 1 goes Cup Racing. I'm Sean Fitz. Glad you're with us. Sunday night racing action here. And these drivers of this group just got it all wrapped up, qualifying complete. And they are starting to grid now. And let's walk through that grid here tonight. You're going to see a bunch of new graphics all up and down the broadcast this evening. Make sure you say hello in the chat. Let us know if you like them or if there's anything you'd like us to change a little bit. If there's anything in the way, we'd be more than happy to make some corrections along the way. So anyway, let's quickly take a look here at the starting grid here tonight. From behind the pace car, Jason Wiley is going to be on the pole. Brian Werman, P2 here tonight. Troy Haight, Robert Barber, Fred Chase, your top 5. Frank Zingen's going to start 6th here tonight. Joey Lamb is going to start 7th. Jason White landed on it. Cody DeForge, your top 10, as they get ready to roll off here. And again, it is going to be a full crowd here tonight, so glad you're with us. These guys are going to put on a great show here tonight. These runs were massive in qualifying. I cannot wait to see what materializes here on race conditions. Scott Formosa, Joey Jatina, Shannon Wood, John Fowler, Alan Wild, Brady Garrett is going to start 16th. Kevin Stone, Tyler McGehee, Michael Saylor, and Josh Freed is going to round out your top 20 drivers here tonight. Doug Sigmund, Wes Lang, Bruce Lee Weaver, Dustin Kogan, John Buell, Doug Roth is going to start 26th tonight. DeAndre Kane, a little bit of a mix-up and off-track in qualifying, I see in our results, so he's going to start 27th. Mark Schrader, Ron Holyfield, David Beyersdorf, going to start 30th. Thomas Beyersdorf is going to start 31st. Trevor Martin, Mike Perry, Tyler Grenier, Gerald Livingston, Jeremy Rittenberg, and Gary Wright is going to be your 37-car field as this group starts rolling off of pit road here. Really excited to bring you all the action of these drivers as they get up on the high banks here at Atlanta. If you don't know, Atlanta now it's under a whole new world of a different type of racing. It has been for the last couple years as they get caught up behind the pace car. Let's talk about it. You're going to see a lot of super speedway-esque racing out of these drivers here tonight. And I tell you, it's interesting. Let's just say that. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And I'm glad you're with us. Pace car, lights are off. We're getting ready to go green flag racing for this Gelu Select Series here on Turn 1. We're with them for the long run. Pace car, down pit road. Jason Wiley, Brian Werman. See the green flag, and we're racing on Turn 1. Wortman on that high line, got a great jump. Wiley on the bottom, side by side. This is a lot of the racing you're going to see here tonight. Down the backstretch for the first time. Brian Wortman going to take that top spot there as they're going to get really fast on the side of the racetrack. Wortman hanging on, but Jason Wiley's going to lead lap 1. Side by side again, very restrictor plate style of racing. These drivers, wow, you really Robert Barber up there. Now it's 3 wide back here. He's going to lose a spot or 2. Meanwhile, Brian Wortman gets clear of Jason Wiley and takes the lead. These cars now firmly up to speed. And that's 74. Purple machine of Brian Wortman's leading some of the first laps here in Atlanta. He had a great week, or a great race Thursday night. I believe he finished in the top 3. We talked to him post-race. He mentioned how much better he's getting, more consistent he is getting. And it's just being out and running laps. And right now, you can't take this away from him. He's leading here at Echo Park. And down to the apron, he's going to go to the rear. That's going to give the lead back to Jason Wiley, but he's going to have Fred Chase on the inside. Side by side they go, 3 wide line back behind him. Joey Lamb on the move. Wiley's going to jump to that top spot. He's going to try to hold that middle line there. He doesn't want to get him too much of a run. Here comes Frank Singen down on the bottom. Again, these drivers trying to manage these runs as much as they possibly can. It is a lot to handle here. As Chase down on the bottom, wrapping that white line. 3 cars back. I believe that was Troy Hayes. Oh, I'm sorry, that was, who was that? That's Joey Lamb. He's sliding backwards. That was, I think that was Troy Hayes down there. Landed on it, I believe. Yeah, it was landed on it. We saw him really get squirrely on the bottom there a little while ago. Either way, we're looking back here through the rear of the field. Kevin Stone, I didn't see 11 Motorsports car. Riding around right now, 19th. Let's ride on board with a driver here for a lap or 2 at Echo Park. And the caution out. So we're looking for it here. Oh, and it looks like this may be a little further towards the rear of the 30 or the 92. Get it down on the 21. Gets those guys collected as they come across here. And then hard outside wall impact. And that is going to bring the caution out for the first time here tonight on turn 1. As Fred Chase scores your leader. We're under caution at Echo Park. Pace car lights are off as they get ready to go back. Green flag racing here at Echo Park. Want to say hello over to Slade Henderson on YouTube. He subbed tonight. Nick James in the chat as well. Where's the 95 Martin car at? Let's take a look here if we can get it pulled up before we go back green. The 95 and Trevor Martin running 24th right now. Getting ready to do this restart here at Echo Park. Pace car is going to head down pit road. Fred Chase, Jason Wiley, your front row. Into the restart zone they go. The green flag back out here in Atlanta. We saw some really powerful runs here in that first run, or that first set of green flag laps. But all of a sudden, that outside line not nearly as strong as it was. 3, 4, now 5, or nearly 5 cars single filed on the bottom, all being led by Fred Chase. Frank Zingen sitting third. He's at 9 spots in that 14 car. Making some moves. Cody DeForge now moving into the top 5. He's got Jason Wiley, our pole sitter. He's on the outside. Not a whole lot of momentum on that outside line, but here it comes. On the outside, he's going to get caught to the bumper of Wiley. Let's see if they get a push going. Meanwhile, these front 4 single file wrapping the bottom here at Atlanta. Getting a little racy back here. Oh, it's getting tight. Caution's out. Looks like Landon Audit. We were just talking about him up there running in that 6th, 7th place position. And the caution being out. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Audit comes down to 30 cars there. Oh, right side fender contact, but Audit locks it down. And that's the caution out here for the 2nd time. And that's the nature of this type of racing here at Atlanta. It's very super speedway style. The banking is not as high here at Atlanta, so it takes, you've got to manage a car. It is pretty tricky racing. These drivers are finding out about that firsthand here. Under caution for the 2nd time. Lap 16 of 80 here tonight. You're watching Turn 1.
Gotta get a Gelu, that's what I'm gonna do. Wanna get it with you. Gotta get a Gelu. So many amazing flavors. Kind of treat that's like no other. A cool place, cool taste, gotta get it. Once you do, your mouth won't forget it. Gelu, gotta get a Gelu, that's what I'm gonna do. Wanna get it with you.
Gotta get a Gelu.
don't call it Hotlanta for any reason, and that's why our friends over at Gelu. I could use some Gelu. I had some ice cream yesterday. I don't know if it hit the same as maybe some Italian ice would. Either way, we've got a race to call. Mind off the sugar. Fred Chase out front. Frank Zingin's going to start outside of row number 1. Joey Chatina, Cody DeForge, Robert Barber, your top 5 rather, as we get ready to go back. Green flag racing here at Echo Park. Pace car down pit road. 2 cautions within 18 laps. Let's see how it goes here. Nobody coming down pit road in the top 10 that last time by. Green flag. Chase out front. Jatina's going to slide into that second place position and get it secured, but Frank Zingin's got some pressure all over the bumper. 3 wide back here. Cody DeForge in the middle. Barber down on the bottom. Jason Wiley center. He meets the wall a little bit going into 3. That outside line starting to back up. Barber down on the bottom. Slides into the 4th place position. Troy Haight up into the top 5 for the first time. Everybody's jockeying around a little bit. A big hole down there on the bottom. Jason Wiley's going to fill it. That's back there for Brandon Durand also trying to make some moves. 3 wide move here. That's John Fowler right down the middle. He's going to tuck in. I believe that's Bruce Lee Weaver there. He's going to try to slide into. Go back up front. Fred Chase continues to lead here. We see that outside line starting to come together. That is Robert Barber. Also pick up Jason Wiley on the toe. So far, though, this bottom line's been where it's at, but there it is. The 14 of Chatina is going to jump out. He's going to have some help with him. Here comes Frank Zingin. On the turn. Chatina's going to leapfrog Fred Chase and take the lead. New leader of the 14 car, lap number 22. Chatina, really good position here now, hanging out in that top spot. He's got Fred Chase sitting P2 right behind him. Troy Haight, Cody DeForge back here side by side with Haight. Remember, these guys back here for 6th, 7th, 8th were all 3 wide for a little while, about not 2 or 3 laps ago as the several cars slide up the banking out of 3. Oh, big mix-up here. We got cars going backwards. Bruce Lee Weaver got his 4 wide going into 1. He got out of shape and he got in front of Jason Wiley. Wiley backs up. Action all over the racetrack. But we're going to have a battle for the lead. Zingin's got the outside line rolling. Here comes Robert Barber. Chatina's going to hold up pretty well here, maintain the lead for another lap. We should see these guys coming down pit road here at around lap 35 or so. Tires not necessarily as much of a factor as fuel will be. That's why we've not seen anybody come down pit road just yet. Anybody to do it so early. Chatina continuing to lead here in Atlanta. Mind you, he started in 12th. Worked his way through the field early, and we saw him leapfrog on the outside line there. Now Chase. Bumper coming down the backstretch, a good push. Zingin's trying to get some of the side draft down the front stretch here. We've not had an opportunity to see a lot of line control out of these drivers just yet. But I think we're getting a good taste of it now, as Chatina's been the first one to be able to do it pretty consistently on that front row. Between both lines, Chase is going to pop the nose out a little bit. Zingin's going to continue to drive up the outside here. Looking back, actually, let's ride on board with Cody DeForge here for a lap in the draft as these drivers work around speeds of 190 miles an hour at Echo Park. Chatina continuing to lead here on lap 32. Closing in on the halfway point. We heard a lot of tire scrubbing. Riding on board Cody DeForge, those tires. Sounds like that car is a little tight. You're having to lift quite a bit to not only avoid the run, but also get the car to rotate a little bit. We're seeing that really happen here on the outside line. And that's Tyler McGehee, I believe we see going backwards there on the 51. It is. We've seen several drivers slide up the racetrack and get tight. Now we're starting to see the inside line. It runs 2 and 3 wide at the front. Cody DeForge. No caution. He stays in it. Fred Chase in the middle. The 47. Who is that? Right up here in the mix. Oh, big win on Chase. Oh, we got cars turning. The backstretch, the big one in Atlanta. That's going to bring the caution out. Several drivers involved, including Brandon Guerin. Let's see if we can go back, find out what happened here. Oh, just some cars not clear. Oh. Big impacts, the 83 back there involved, the 88 involved. Some fast cars affected here, and the caution's gonna be out once again at Atlanta. Trying to get a read on who that is. I believe it's a lap down car. It is, that's John Buell. John Buell there, and the 47 was up there battling the leaders. He is a lap down, but in the mix there, 2 and 3 wide back there for a while. Oof, a little chaotic up and down the racetrack. Here's we're under a caution once again as Zingin's gonna bring him down pit road. Andrew Shell in the chat here tonight, still cheering on the 95. He is sitting 17th right now. Relatively clean race car coming down pit road for the attention of his crew for the first time this evening. Everybody's going to be coming down. Frank Zingen is going to hit the box. Fred Chase, Jason White, Cody DeForge, everybody down pit road. Now, this does not get you to the end. This does not get you all the way, but it very well could get you close. Assuming some cautions are going to come out, Zingen's going to lead them off pit road. Jatina, Fowler, DeForge. Going to be the running order as we get ready to go back green flag racing. Pit stops complete for the first time here tonight. You're watching Turn 1. Pace car down pit road. Frank Zingen, Joey Jatina getting ready to get him rolling here. It's been a wild one at Echo Park so far, and I suspect we're not done. Green flag back out. Zingen free and clear, but Jatina did not fill the gap in time. He's going to slide backwards. We got another caution on the racetrack. We got several cars slow back here. Landon Auden is slow, as well as Jason Wiley back here, but I don't think he was necessarily involved. Let's go back here so we can find out what happened. Oh, there it is right there. I believe that was Tyler McGee getting sideways out of one, and the caution coming out once again here as we're almost halfway through tonight's Gelu-KC Select Series on Turn 1. I'm Sean Fitz. Glad you're with us. Let's hear from our partners, Gelu, one more time. Go get a Gelu.
Gotta get a Gelu, that's what I'm gonna do. Wanna get it with you. Gotta get a Gelu. So many amazing flavors. Kind of treat that's like no other. Cool place, cool taste, gotta get it. Once you do, your mouth won't forget it. Gelu, gotta get a Gelu. That's what I'm gonna do. Wanna get it with you.
Gotta get a Gelu.
Getting ready for another restart as they get back. Green flag racing just past halfway for the Gelu-KC Select Series here on Turn 1. I'm Sean Fitz. Glad you're with us for another another Sunday night of racing action. Let's not fast forward the end of the weekend that quickly. Zingin out front, Fowler in that Dirty Monkey Motorsports number 71. Go to restart second. Joey Jatina, Jason White, Fred Chase, Joey Lamb, Cody DeForge, Gerald Livingston, Mike Perry, Gary Wright, your top 10. And this now should get most of this field all the way to the end of the race. What I suspect we will see as cautions continue to breed cautions here. Maybe not right after this restart, but I don't think we're done seeing the pace car down pit road. Zingin and Fowler, your front two. To the restart zone they go. Green flag back out. That 14 car with a big jump out front. Zingin and Jatina side by side. Jatina's going to have a huge run. Fowler's going to go with him. Zingin's not going to have momentum. He's not going to have any help at all. Chase is going to settle into third. Zingin slid all the way back, fighting for fifth. New leader, Joey Jatina. Jason White. Back here on the outside. Frank Zingin. Gerald Livingston working into the top five for the first time. Zingin trying to work that high line. Even a little bit of side draft as he's going to be alongside Chase once again, right to the right rear of Chase, all by himself. The only car of 7 or 8 on the bottom. He's the only one on the outside. We've got a big wreck back here out of turn 2. That's the 22 car involved. Mark Schrader slow. They're still tangling up just a little bit. John Buell there. Looks like Mike Perry may have gotten in the mix of it. Oh, they got caught up right there in the middle. He contacted the north. And the 95 and Trevor Martin just gets tagged. Gonna bring the caution out here once again, and this is not what the 14 wanted to see. He had a pretty strong lead there. Him and Fowler had started to break out. Single file there. Chase, Livingston, Zingin your top 5. Remember, pit stops all wrapped up here. And this is going to continue to help everybody save a little bit of fuel here as we take a look at tonight's lap leaders. Fred Chase, he's led 16 so far tonight, but Joey Jatina's gonna knock him off that top spot here in about another lap or so behind the pace car. Jatina's led 15, Chase 16, Frank Zingin's led 8, Brian Wortman 3, Jason Wiley 3. Been a pretty busy night up there in the lead. Again, behind the pace car, a black flag there. Looks like Shannon Wood down pit road and to his box. Potentially getting some repairs in that too. We saw the contact made for him as again, that caution coming out here for the 5th time, lap number 46. Coming into tonight, it's been a pretty interesting couple weeks as we look at our point standings. Joseph Grijalva in the lead, but he is not going to be, he may maintain that lead after we leave here, but it's not going to be by much, because guess who's not in the race tonight? That's our 2-time winner, Joseph Grijalva. He is up 37 over Alan Wild, who is right now running 15th. Troy Haight down 44 in 3rd. Frank Zingin, Gerald Livingston, your top 5 in points. So some really interesting stories here. Jeremy Rittenberg has, he's having a decent run right there in that 6th place position, and points. Doug Sigmund, Doug Roth, Dustin Kogan, John Fowler. John would love to see a top 5 coming out of here tonight. That would give him a really good lift in the standings. As the pace car lights are off, we're getting ready to go back. Green flag. Joey Chattina is going to take the outside. He's going to drive around the pace car here. Not sure what for, but either way, he's going to get a outside run here as everybody gets checked up. Joey Lamb has to stop. He disconnects on the apron there. I'm not quite sure what was going on with Joey Lamb. Chatina's going to be on the outside. John Fowler on the inside of row number 1. Gerald Livingston, Fred Chase, Cody DeForge, your top 5. Hey, Auditor, thanks for that. I just caught that. I appreciate you checking in. Andrew's saying no with the 95. Yeah, he got tangled up in that one. Let's see if Trevor Martin, where's he at in scoring as we look around just a little bit. He comes back out. Oh, actually right now he is on pit road, not running. We'll see if he returns here. Pace car is going to head. Oh, no, we're going to get another lap of caution here. I think that was for scoring as they get that sorted out. Another great stat to be looking at right now. That is, I tell you what, that is going to be the biggest gainers, and the biggest one of them all right now is none other than that driver sitting in that 3rd place position. That's Gerald Livingston. He's up 32 spots on the night. Gary Wright right now sitting at 10th. He's up 27. Jeremy Rittenberg up 23. As some people may say, well, that's easy to do at tracks like this. It sure is, but guess what? You got to be out there running. You got to be out there competitive. And you've certainly got to be there when it's over. So gaining positions, it's always a positive regardless of where you're at, but especially at a place like a super speedway. Chattina Fowler, that front row. Chatina's going to start on that outside. He has been a restart machine. He's up 12 or 11 spots tonight so far, and he's done a lot on that outside line. We have seen him leapfrog the leader with just a little bit of a run on the outside. He's got something figured out in that 14 Dirty Monkey car. He's also got a teammate in John Fowler right underneath him. Into the restart zone they go. The green flag back out. Chattina with a good start. Fowler's going to get down. And right behind him is going to bring Chase along for the ride. Gerald Livingston's now going to lead that outside line. It is going to take him a lap or so here to get up to speed. As they come ripping out of turn 4, man, what a run Fowler and the 14 of Chattina has. They come across the stripe, lap number 50. Side by side, this field a little spread out. We've got a lot of cars with a little bit of damage somewhere, some way. As they fade out off 54. Chattina continues to lead. Leading the most laps so far in that 14 car. single file now for the top 6, top 8 or so, as they're going to have to deal with some lap traffic. Tina's going to have to decide where to go. He makes contact. I did not expect to see that. I don't know what happened there. Tina got tight, made contact. He's going to maintain the lead here. Green flag still stays out. Bruce Lee Weaver up here to the top 5. Man, what a wild turn of events here, just past halfway in Atlanta. Pit stops complete. You've got what you've got, but I wonder now if that 14 car has got some damage on that right side. Doesn't look like a whole lot. That looked like really tight, close racing there on the front. And that very well could be a factor here tonight. These cars, especially those in the front, not necessarily looking for. You know, you don't know what to expect with the arrow on the nose, especially if you're leading here, so you get caught up behind a lapped car. It could certainly be a factor. Chance to ride on board with Scott Formosa very much here. You hear those tires really begging for mercy. It seems like these cars are fairly tight here tonight. That big hump coming out of 2. See everybody kind of go over that. That was really prevalent there. Coming down the backstretch. Looking back at some of these cars, this racing's starting to get pretty tight back here. Round of Forge, Freed, Livingston. The 93 of Bayersdorf. Top 10. And I can't explain it to you how difficult at times these cars can be to drive. These cup machines are not something that real world or sim that anybody's. I mean, people have found success, obviously, and people found a lot of consistency with it, but I don't know if anybody has found an understanding of these things the way they would like to. How long has it been? It's been several years, and this car is just a whole other animal. Back to the back bumper. That was the 93 tight against. Use that side draft slide around Cody DeForge. That run's going to stall out here, but Bruce Lee Weaver moving up a little bit. All of a sudden, we've got the 93 cracking into the top 5, and he's making a move on the outside. We have seen Joey Gentina lead the most laps here so far tonight. Not had a whole lot of contention, but what he has is been line fairly well. Well, he's going to have to start looking in the mirror because on the move is the 93 moving forward, and he's got some help. Oh, as I see that, Farina 39 had to back out of it. Those two got a little, it looked like the 93 got a little slowed down, turned in, got a little loose, and then the 39 was going to get a run, but he backed off. Now, 3 wide back here. Bruce Lee Weaver makes contact. Fred Chase and others go around. Big wreck on the front stretch. Oh, big wreck. We saw that coming from about 3 miles away. This all started back here. Bruce Lee Weaver. 3 wide, Fred Chase. And then it was just not a whole lot of place to go except for the grass. Man, that is heartbreaking for Chase. He has been up front most of the night tonight. And that car tore up. And unfortunately, that's going to bring the caution out again here as they get caught up behind the pace car. We're going to step aside one more time, collect our thoughts. You're watching Turn 1. Pace car lights are off as we get ready to get back green flag racing here. And, man, some fast drivers, unfortunately, out of it here tonight. Robert Barber down pit road getting repairs done. Tread Chase is obviously parked it here, so a lot of fast top 5 drivers having to call it quits, at least to their competitive night. But the 14 of Chatina still remains out front. Our lap leader for the night coming into the Echo Park restart zone, and the green flag back out here in Atlanta. Great restart for the 14. Fowler's got Josh Reed right here on the rear bumper. But he's going to start to pull away. Oh, and DeForge nearly makes contact with Freed. Freed trying to come down, but it was not open there. And Chatina crossing the stripe here. Lap 64. Looking back here just a little bit, these cars still looking fairly squirrely again. We're at the point in the race where a lot of these machines have a level of damage on them. They've tried to get it fixed up. There's only so much you can do, but the good news is so many have a level of damage that it's not going to hurt. If you've got a car running, you need to be out there gaining positions, gaining points. Also valuable here as laps wind down. Starting to see that outside outside line, build momentum a little bit. That's the 51 of Tyler McGee. He's got back there. That's Josh Freed in the toe. Also looks like, who is that? Is that Gary right back there? The 99 or the 66? It is DeAndre Kane. Also, hey, this is a good example. DeAndre Kane has been in one or two of these incidents here tonight. Now he's back up into the top 10. These guys back here in this 10 to 12, 15 place position, back here fighting as much as they possibly can. I know the laps are winding down. Pit stops are going to be done for this lead pack. But right now, it's the 14 show with John Fowler and Cody DeForge sitting in third. I'd like to see what Tyler McGee could get going on that outside line here before it's all said and done. He's got a little bit of help, but it seems everybody's had a really hard time with the exception of a few. Including our leader has been able to make some moves on that outside line. As they go 3 wide back here, heading off into 1. That's the 39 of Freed. He's starting to back it up, saving it. Troy Haight down there in the bottom, just trying to tunnel vision his way out of this. He does not want to know what's happening out there. And it seems like this bottleneck is not going to see it slots up in front of the 39. Able to make it work across the stripe. They go 12 laps remaining here at Atlanta for this Gelu-KC Select Series on Turn 1. Have a great night if you're watching. If you haven't already done so, do me a favor, go up and like the stream. It helps us with the algorithm. Let's get more fans in here. Watch us for this Sim 500 action every Sunday night. If you also haven't done so, get connected, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, wherever you are. Please do me a favor, go over and sub or follow, support the channel. We are growing at a really good clip here on Turn 1, and it's all thanks to all the support. And just know, it means a lot to us. Joey Chatina just needs to hang on for another 10.5 laps here to bring it home. Tonight in Atlanta, he'd love to get it done. He has really, over the last 6 months, just found pace in everything he touches. That's the trucks. We've seen him in the Xfinity car. He is just on a tear. And this will be a great stat to add to the board. He comes in tonight actually below the cut line, sitting at 16th in points as this is race number 10 of the season. As he comes across the stripe, 9 laps to go. Already looking to race number 11 this season. Goes on Wilkesboro next week for 145 laps of short track, not super speedway racing, short track racing on Sunday night. Make sure you're here with us. We'd love to have you on board. Hey, Dalton, good to see you. How's the 38 doing? Well, let's find out. Where is the 38? The 38 of Michael Saylor looks like he is called. And no, he's not called tonight. He's running 24th here. They got caught up in some drama a little while tonight. If you see the race progress report at the top of the tower, it's been an eventful night with incidents on track. And it's getting really eventful up here in the top 5 is, wow! Dustin Kogan is gonna make it stick. Kogan takes it 3 wide, makes a pass in the middle slot, gets it done. Gonna bring the top 3 mix. Across the stripe they go. 6 laps remaining. Chatina, Fowler, DeForge, Kogan, Livingston, McGeehee. We've not seen a ton of runs out front here. It has been the Joey Jatina show for most of the night. Oh, we got a big contact in the wall. That was Kogan. Oh, hard impact. That car snapped out right. No caution. 5 to go. Hard contact. Now single filed out the top 6. Who can get a run with just 4 laps to go? Now keep in mind, Jatina, Fowler, their teammates. I think Fowler would love to call this victory his, but Joey Jatina would also love to go back to back. I'm sure that team radio is lining up with it. Well, they've got only they've only got 18 quarters left to figure it out. But nobody has been able to get up here and maintain that outside line alongside the 14 car. Bottom through 3 and 4. To the stripe they go, 2 remaining. Keep a close eye on the 24 of Cody DeForge. He has been riding around this top 5, top 8 position the last 40 or so laps. He's kept it relatively clean. He's just been watching. Has he learned anything? Jatina is going to lead him to the white flag one more time around. That outside line not going to be a factor. It's going to have to come from this top 5. Everybody fanning out. Fowler goes into defense mode. DeForge gets to the inside. Oh, big net code, big wreck. Joey Jatina is going to go back to back here in Atlanta. What a massive pile up there at the end, and I think that started with some net code out of DeForge, and he's still gone. Wow, that's going to be it though. Joey Jatina, prior to the July 4th break, won in Chicago, and he takes it home again here at Echo Park. Joey Jatina wins tonight in Atlanta. John Fowler, Gerald Livingston's going to finish 3rd, and he's going to come down pit road. We're going to step aside and get some post-race action from these guys as the 14 car is going to burn it down. You're watching Turn 1. A wild night in the books here in Atlanta as we get ready to do some post-race coverage. Joey Gentina brings it home. Was able to bring it home to Chicago. Took a week off for the holiday. Comes to Atlanta. Picks it up the sweep. That's 2 for 2 here. And next week we head to North Wilkesboro on Sunday night. You're not going to want to miss a lap of that short track action here on Turn 1, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, right here on your favorite social streaming platform. As the 14 car is going to take the Polish victory lap all the way around. Waiting on a couple of guys so that we can talk with them. It looks like we're going to get a chance to grab John Fowler now, and I'm sure he's got a lot of entertaining things to say. John, congratulations. A top 3 finish here in Atlanta. I was talking about that teammate aspect with you and Gentina here tonight. Walk me through your evening. What would you have done differently there if you had the chance?
Man, Shane, I don't know if I had any. I don't think I could have done anything different, because if I would have gotten on that gas any harder, I think I would have spun in front of everybody. So I just told Joey, I'm sticking with them. I had Cody behind me. Cody's also a teammate. So I was like, all right, we're good, we're good. I hate to see that Cody lost internet, but man, that was a fun race, dude. I almost didn't race because of the cup race. So when it started raining, I was like, hell yeah, keep on raining. So, that was fun, man. That was so much fun.
Yeah, it seemed like it was, John. It looked like this car was a handful tonight, it looked like. We rode on board a couple different times, and it seemed like if you weren't glued to the bottom line there, it got eventful trying to keep the car buckled down and rotating through the corner. What was going on that outside line all night tonight?
So the outside line, man, it would get a run. You can only do so much on the outside line. So when I say that, I meant like you'll get up there, but as soon as you get up there, you can grab a couple spots and jump back down. Get up there, grab a couple spots, jump back down. You could never get a good long run on that outside lane. You just couldn't do it. So when they kept doing that, Joey was like, what do you want to do? You want to stay here? We see them coming. Cody's yelling, hey, they coming. And I'm like, I think we should stay right here, because I don't think they're going to get a run enough to get up here with us and pass us. Like, I didn't think that was going to be possible.
Well, John, again, another points night consideration for you, another top 3. We head to North Wilkesboro next week. That's going to be a short track. That's going to be a little interesting to see how that all shakes out. What do you got for them as we go short track racing?
Hey, I love short track racing. I think we got a good group of guys in this league. I think we're going to have a good race. Yeah, we're going to have some cautions. It's going to happen in short track. But I think it's going to be a good race next week, man. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to actually put some laps in this week and try to prepare for that. But that's going to be badass. It's going to be fun.
Well, John, listen, congratulations on another solid finish here tonight on Sunday night. And we appreciate your time. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep, no problem, man. I just want to thank everybody, man. I want to thank you for coming on, doing a heck of a job, man. You do an excellent job. I appreciate you coming on. I want to thank my teammates. Man, we work together. Even Shannon, he's also our teammate, and he had a rough night. He came up to the pack and finished 4th. So I want to thank everybody. But I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna lay in bed with my hot wife. We're gonna watch this replay, and we're gonna see where I did wrong, if I could have done anything better. But I don't think I could, man.
John Fowler finishing 2nd here tonight in Atlanta. John, thank you.
Thank you.
And with that, we will grab Mr. Back-to-Back himself, win number 3 on the season, Joey Gentina, your victor here tonight in Atlanta. Joey, I'm impressed. That outside line was tough all night, and you seem like you had it sorted out, making a lot of those passes to get to the front when you did. Walk me through your evening in the 14.
That's teamwork right there. That's why I came over to work with John and Dirty Monkey. We had quite a bit of teammates there. Fred Chase led for a good bit tonight, and I didn't do a lot of practice because the cup race and everything, I really wasn't sure. We just drove back in from a small vacation, so 7 hours on the road. I wasn't sure if I wanted to come here and do this, but a good nap this afternoon, recharge the batteries, and like I said, teamwork got us here. I only made one pass on the top of the track, and it was actually on Fred, my teammate. I didn't know whether kept hearing from Tyler Dalton that, the right rear, and the car gets freaky loose after a certain amount of time. So I was pretty scared, not knowing what this thing was going to do. But I saved my tires and then made that move on Fred to the outside. And I made sure to ask him, hey, did you let me go or did we get by you? He said, no, you got by us. So from there, we just had to stay on the bottom. That was really it. And John and Cody, I hate that for Cody falling out. That was, we've had a couple of opportunities to go 1, 2, 3 with Dirty Monkey. And again, he falls out. We missed the opportunity. And I guess it was Talladega I blew up and did get Shannon to the victory lane. But 2 in a row, man, I'm excited.
Yeah, Joey. Again, we've talked about it a couple times. You're finding pace right now at a time across all sorts of different disciplines where it's just you're really running in this top group here. This limited series format obviously certainly being a big factor in that, but I can't help but wonder just how this whole league is, or just look at how well this whole league is elevated here the last 6 months or so.
Yeah, I think confidence is the big thing, and then coming into these series, limited. The I rating is great and grand to look at, but I don't really do official racing, but I dipped my toe in it last week, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get my rating over 3,000, and I basically farmed the ARCA car, and in a day I was over 3,000. So I think at the end of the day, you just have to have, and that's what we're learning here. Is I rating is great. There's guys that have a really high I rating that race really well. They're not an alien, and that's what we're trying to mesh together. Is those guys that that just have, number one, good attitudes. They're respectful and polite to the competitors. We do get upset. We understand that this is competition, but at the same time, there's limits to that. So we're finding that what we're doing here on Thursday and Sunday has really changed sim racing for a lot of us. We don't have to listen to some of the things that goes on by some of the other guys, and just a great place to race, a laid back place to race. I mean, not one person hollered at a single guy tonight, so that's exciting. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, we're all able to get out here and learn and get comfortable leading, and we transition that into other series. So yeah, I mean, it's, for me, it's, going to Chop Shop on Tuesday nights. I mean, we're right there. Finally won a Chop Shop race not long ago, but I can't thank my teammates enough of Mark Jorgensen, everything he's done for us as a team, him teaching and coaching us, and then putting in the time to learn this art that is so difficult to do, sim racing. So yeah, just overall team, man, and just getting out here grinding. So we appreciate having you out here. Can't thank Gelu-KC and Jason White and those guys enough. That's $50 I just won, man. That was 25 last week and 25 this week. So we're going to donate that back to our broadcaster.
Well, Joey, listen, man, congratulations. It's always a great time talking to you. And listen, we go to North Wilkesboro next week. Let's just keep the ball rolling here, and maybe we'll see you for 3 for 3.
Confidence is a great thing. I don't think I'm ever going to lose again. We'll see you next week. Have a great week.
Joey Cincina, your winner here tonight at Atlanta. Let's quickly grab Jerry Livingston. Jerry, congratulations. You finished third here tonight. That car looked pretty quick here towards the end of this thing. What did you have for him here tonight?
Oh, I was using some secret sauce in the motor. I want to thank Gelu-KC, the sponsor, and Sim 500, and all the guys who do all the admitting, and all the clean drivers in all the Sim 500.
Yeah, Jerry, we're going to North Wilkesboro next week, a completely different racetrack than this we see here in Atlanta. Are you excited to go short track racing, and do you got any of that secret sauce left you could use at a short track?
Yeah, I can. I'm usually pretty good on the short track, so hopefully I do some good driving next week too.
All right, Jerry. Well, listen, congratulations on a top 3 finish here in Atlanta. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, you take care. Thanks for televising the races to Turn 1 Broadcasting. Have a good night.
Absolutely. Jerry Livingston finishing third here tonight, and we're going to call that a wrap, man. An exciting race under the sun, not under the lights here in Atlanta, and calling it quits. On behalf of the league admins, I'm Sean Fitz. We'll see you next Tuesday night for more 802 racing series action here on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights with the NCAA 11 group. So, yeah, we've got a lot to cover, a lot of action, and we're just getting started as we start the downhill run to what's going to be an exciting fall of racing action on Turn 1. On behalf of the league admins, I'm Sean Fitz. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next Tuesday night for more racing action. Bye-bye, everybody.